things happening in the political world. Joining us to talk about this is Professor of History at the University of St. Joseph, Dr. Ken Long. Let's start with Iowa. Pete Buttigieg, well, he says he won. Bernie Sanders also says he won. What do you make of all this?
Well, it'll take a while to find out, but they both have a lot of information from their various campaign agents, and they have reason to believe they did well, and that's probably accurate. It would be embarrassing if they were well off the mark on that.
What does it mean for the candidates as they begin in New Hampshire today, you think?
Well, the ones who have done well will carry that momentum forward. I think the interesting question for today will be, how did Joe Biden do? There's not a lot of positive talk coming from that campaign at the moment. It may be that he placed fourth. We don't know, but that could spell trouble for the campaign as there's a shortened campaign season now, not just because New Hampshire is 8 days away, but because the Super Tuesday election is less than a month away.
Certainly not what I think anybody expected to have this delay. But moving on now to the State of the Union, the White House says the president will be talking about the prosperity of the nation and working with Congress. Do you see him talking about the impeachment or any of his fiascos at all?
He's been advised not to, but the President Trump I know seems to always want to talk about the elephant in the room. So I would be very surprised if he doesn't offer some sort of comment about feeling exonerated, anticipating the vote tomorrow as coming well short of those needed for conviction.
So that kind of goes right into the vote tomorrow. What do you think is going to happen with that vote?
Should be, as by all indications, fairly closely aligned with political party, and there seems to be no question that it'll fall well short of the supermajority that would be needed to convict on either count.
And speaking, not only of the fiascos and with everything going on with the Democratic caucus, do you think that he's going to address the impeachment trial at all tonight?
Yes, I imagine he will tonight in the State of the Union. That's the prime audience. That's where he kicks off his campaign and argues that everything is great in America, and that he's vindicated and ready to go.
Anything else you think we should look out for?
I think the key question of the day is not the State of the Union. It's what really did happen in Iowa, who won and who lost. That may be the more pressing question. Did Joe Biden do very badly? And will that open up a great opportunity for Bloomberg or for all the other candidates?
Well, I'm sure once we find out those answers, plenty of more questions for us to ask you. But for now, we thank you for shedding light on all of those for right now.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We are going to send things back on over to Tim in the studio.